initiates may enter the hall of...
Did you say something?
I did not speak, but my mind touched your...
Telepathy? But how?
Only those who seek enlightenment warrant my attention. Do you hunger for true knowledge? There are always obstacles to the path. You must first fill out an application. Members of the Order are privy.
Such as?
They know what the trees whisper to the wind to make it howl. They know what the worm knows as it squirms. When you find the path, truth will be revealed to you. When you possess the truth, you will know what you knew. And if... Have you obtained...
Not yet.
If you would... Harvest.
Yes?
I need some help, Mr...
Postmaster Boyle? So?
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't... Afraid not, son. You can't get them anywhere but the post office. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't...
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right. Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
It's not often that I get visitors. I am Tetsuo Crumb. The ignorant of harvest call me the Wasp Woman. A pejorative, no doubt, born of fear and a poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
The politics of honey, the Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure are all responsible for the prejudice against wasps.
I don't see any particular use for wasps.
Why must everything have a use? The wasp is a joy to behold. Beautiful. Isn't that enough to compensate for the little... Regard the wasp. Wasps produce nothing for others, but only for themselves. The most relentless of insects. Well, the little... Another source of prejudice for the masses. When a bee stings, it rips itself apart and dies for its audacity. Yet each painful.
Hello, Steve. How's the husband-to-be?
Other than having no memory, I guess I'm all right.
All right? You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into.
Right. And
You always were a kidder, Steve. I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just... Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare, there isn't... Karen's only 5 years old. Since Mr. Fitzpatrick passed away, in Edna's arms and legs, I might add, Edna's been raising Karen on her own.
what makes you so sure she needs a penis?
You saying Edna's getting it from someone else? Like maybe that damn Sheriff Dwayne? He's over at DNA's diner every day from noon to 1, eating his dadgum pie. And I got a feeling he'd like Edna for dessert. Edna Fitz... I'll admit DNA's diner does good business. Speaking of Stephanie, I still haven't...
I don't have anything to do with...
That's okay. Personally, I'd prefer a pass to the hunt. Heck of an automobile, isn't she? Damn shame I have to sit out here. Hell yes, it's real. I'm mighty particular about my Tucker. I had the garage remodeled.
I'm sure she's safe enough inside.
A few months back, someone broke into my house, trying to get into the garage. I had to gripe like hell before the sheriff agreed. Bye now.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce...
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then, we haven't met before?
Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along. I sure hope this is just a prank and not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding. Why do you want to break your poor mama's heart with all this amnesia bunk?
I'm telling you the truth. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve.
Yeah, so everybody keeps telling me.
Boy, you need to stop all this funning and get serious. You've got a wedding coming up soon. Heck, you should be thinking about your career and about joining the lodge. Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten.
Disappointment?
Mr. Potsdam wants to hold the wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post. And there's always a long line, never enough applications to go around, and even if you do get an application, chances are... Crime-wise, nothing much has happened in Harvest since the newspaper fire. Oh, sure. Every week or so, we get the odd transient dropping dead. Sure, you remember. The Sentinel building burned down about 6 months ago.
That's what I'm telling you, Sheriff. I don't remember anything. Why won't...
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve. Anyway, The fireman said the fire was caused by arson. I never caught the perp, though.
But we found the gas can that was used. Yes, sirree, Bob. It's in the evidence room.
Loomis, that's classified.
How many times you gonna have to tell me to keep my mouth shut?
You've got the gas can in the evidence room? Did you dust it for prints?
You've been watching too much TV, Steve. Heck, who can make out all those? Why do you want to?
I'm telling you the truth.
Well,
Yes.
boy, I don't mind telling you. I'd never get anything done if not for the Lodge's efforts. Like I said, unless you get an application on the first day of the month, you're generally out of luck. Stop by the post office and talk to Postmaster Boyle. You never know. He might have a spare. Stop on by any time, Steve.